So today, as you can see, I'm going to be doing this look right here, and it's probably the most natural look I've done on my channel because I'm going to be doing the no makeup look. So basically, I tried to do something very simple. I tried my hardest to make it look like I'm not wearing any makeup, so you guys can be the judge of that. I tried to make my skin look a little bit better, obviously, and so if I had perfect skin, even though I try not to use a heavy foundation, so I still have a little bit of like imperfections peeking out, but I mean, no one's perfect. But if I had a better perfect face, then I'd hope that it'd look something like this. You know, I still did a little bit of blush and I still did very light contour. I tried to keep my face super natural. I really wanted this to be a no makeup look, so if you wanted to go out and not look like you're wearing a ton of makeup, but obviously we all have those breakout days or those days where we just aren't feeling it going out. You know, we still want to look natural, like we're not wearing makeup, but this can just be a little secret. Nobody has to know that we actually do our makeup and try to make it look like we're not wearing makeup. But this is what I came up with. This was actually a challenge for me because when I do my makeup, I want to look like I'm wearing makeup, obviously. And let me know what you guys think in the comments, and let's just get right into the video. So let's just get started. I already have my hair out of my face, and I'm going to start off taking a primer. And basically what the primer is just going to do is to even out the texture of my skin, and it's also going to keep my foundation staying on a lot longer. And the primer that I'm using is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. Next, I'm going to be taking my Napoleon China Doll Foundation, and this is my favorite foundation when it comes to keeping my skin looking very natural and giving myself a lot of coverage as well. So I'm just going to not do too much, maybe that much. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to start off with this much, and the brush that I'm using, this is the Oval number 6 brush. And you want to go in circular motions, just like this, to make sure everything is buffed into your skin. I'm going to take just a little bit more of the foundation, just a very small amount, and I'm going to focus this mainly just on the center of my face, just to get a little bit more of a highlight and just conceal a little bit. And I can't expect my skin to look perfect because I'm trying to keep my skin looking as natural as possible. I don't want it to look cakey at all, so I don't want to use too much product. So I know that my skin is not going to be flawless, but it's okay. I don't mind it peeking out a little bit. And going for a natural look, you know, nobody's perfect, so it's a lot more believable. I'm going to take my beauty blender and just go over my foundation just to make sure that there's no streak lines of the brush. And this is also going to help set my foundation and press it in and not make it look cakey or powdery in any way or form. So it just makes the entire look a little bit more natural looking. The next thing I'm going to pick up is a concealer, and I'm going to be pretty light-handed with this concealer. It's a little bit more of like a full coverage concealer, but I think that it matches my skin pretty perfect when it comes to highlighting. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to use a blending brush. So I'm just going to pick up a small amount, and I am in the color NC35, and this is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer. So I have my product here, and I'm just going to start under my eyes. I'm also going to go up here on in between my eyebrows and then bring it down the bridge of my nose. And then just take my beauty blender and blend this out. So next I'm going to take a powder. This is my Mineralized Skin Finish in Natural, and it's just a little bit off of like being matte, but it's not shiny or anything. It's just going to give my skin just a little bit more of like a radiant look to it, a little bit more healthy, but it's not going to make my skin look too shimmery or anything, because I want to keep this really natural. And I'm just using a large tapered face, the F25 brush. And I'm just going to go and very lightly just dust this all over my face. I'm going to go back with a second powder. This one is from NARS. This is the Translucent Crystal Powder. And this is just a very light reflecting setting powder. But I'm going to use this to set just right under my eyes where I get the most creasing. And it's just also going to help bring some light to that area. Next, I'm going to be moving on with my eyebrows, and I'm taking this pencil from Anastasia. It's called the Brow Wiz, and my shade is called Brunette. And I'm just going to go over my eyebrows first, and then I'm going to fill them in. I like using this pencil when I'm going for a more natural brow because it's kind of just drawing in more hairs instead of making your... Because when I use powder, my eyebrows tend to look a little bit too perfect, which I like in most cases, but not for a natural look. Here I'm taking a brow gel just to hold them in place. This one is also from Anastasia. And for my eyes, I'm going to be taking the same concealer I used to conceal my under eyes. And I'm just going to go with my finger very lightly over it to hold my eyeshadow. I am going to be using some eyeshadow, but I'm going to try to stick very close to my skin color. But I still want to have some eyeshadow there so my lids don't crease. I'm picking up my Urban Decay Naked 1 palette, and I'm going to take the color Naked. And the brush I'm using is my 217. And I'm going to place this color all over my lid. It's a little bit darker than my skin tone, but it kind of gives me more of like a stained lid, like a natural stained lid, which a lot of people have anyways, and it just gives me like, I guess, like a more natural, like smoky eye, I guess. So of course you don't want any harsh lines, so just keep blending away. I also like to bring it just on the very outside corners of my lower lash line. So I'm still going to work on the eyes a little bit more. I'm going to do some very, very light highlighting and a little bit of shadowing. So I'm going to use my Meet Matte palette from La Balm, and I'm going to take this white, like off-white color, like a ivory color. And I'm placing this just on the very center of my eyes, just to bring some light. And you want to make sure that this is a matte shade, so no shimmers. And if you like, you can bring some up to your brow bone. Now going back into my palette, and I'm also going to take the same brush. And by the way, this brush actually has no name on it. It's just a very, very small little detail brush. I don't even remember where I got it. I think it came like in some sort of a kit or something. But anyways, I'm going to take this dark brown color, and I'm just pressing this right on my lash line. You don't want to wing it out or anything, just stay right on your lash line. Just with whatever's left on the brush, I'm going to bring this down to my lower lash line, just on the outer corners. Here I'm just going to curl my lashes before applying some mascara. since I obviously don't have a ton of makeup, you probably want to curl your lashes just to kind of make something the center of attention. So why not curl your lashes, make your lashes stand out. The mascara I'm using is called L'Oreal Voluminous, and I'm just going to apply just one coat to my lashes because I don't want to get any clumpy lashes. I'm also going to apply some to the bottom. And then I'm almost done. I'm just going to finish off my lips, but before I do that, I'm going to take a makeup setting spray. This one is from Urban Decay. It's called the De-Slick. And I'm just going to spray my face a couple of times. This is going to help my powder, my foundation set and just look more natural. For my lips, I'm using this color right here. This is from Flower Cosmetics, and the color of this is called Mauve Over. So it's a very, very natural, like a mauve. It looks really natural. But if you really wanted to make this look like 100%, then I would just use like a lip balm or something. But sometimes I need a little bit of color on my lips because otherwise I look pretty washed out.